So this says the length of rectangle is 5 inches more than twice a number. The width is 4 inches less than the same number. If the area of the rectangle is 15, find the number. So a diagram that represents a situation that is described. We notice that one side of the rectangle is 2x plus 5, x representing the number, so it's 5 more than 2 times the number, and the other is going to be x minus 4. So what we know is that area is equal to length times width. So if we should multiply both of the sides, which are 2x plus 5 times x minus 4, that should give the area of the rectangle. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the box method to give the standard form of this equation. So let's figure out what the area is in standard form. So we have 2x plus 5, and then we have x minus 4. So this is going to be 2x squared plus 5x. X times 5 is 5x. 2 times 4, that's going to be a negative 8x. And then negative 4 times 5, that's a negative 20. So when we simplify that, we know that we can combine like terms, which is going to be our 5x minus 8. So when we simplify this expression, it's going to be x squared plus 5x minus 8x minus 20. And that is going to represent the area of the rectangle. We are going to simplify or combine or like terms. So 5x minus 8x, that's going to give us a negative 3x. So we have x squared minus 3x minus 20 is equal to the area of the rectangle. No, the situation that they gave us, they told us that in this particular case, the area of the rectangle is 15. So given that the area of the rectangle is 15, then we're going to set, this should be 2x squared. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. 2x squared. So what then we recognize is we're going to set our equation in standard form equal to 15. So we'll have 2x squared minus 3x minus 20 is equal to 15. In order to solve, we're going to have to set our equation equal to 0, so we'd subtract 15 from both sides, which means that our equation now becomes 2x squared minus 3x minus 35 is equal to 0. From here, we want to see, we want to factor, break it up into the factored form. So we're going to use the reverse box method to determine the factors of this new quadratic equation. We know that our 2x squared goes inside, and that's going to be multiplied by 2x times x. And we know that our negative 35 goes here. In order for us to get a negative result, we must be multiplying a positive times a negative. So what are factors of a negative 35, which when we multiply will give us a negative 35, but when we add them will give us a negative 3. So that is the question that we need to answer in this particular case. So what are the factors of a negative 35 that when added will give us a negative 3? And that is going to be, in this case, that's going to be 5 and 7. in order, a negative 5 and a positive 7. So our negative 5 must be multiplied by 2 to give us a negative 10x. And x times 7, that's a positive 7x. When we combine both of these, we can see that we'll end up with a negative 3x. And so the factors of this new equation is x minus 5, 2x plus 7. So we're going to write the factored form. It's going to be x minus 5 times 2x plus 7 is equal to 0. So if that is the case, either x minus 5 is equal to 0, which means when we solve for x, we add 5 to both sides, x is equal to 5, or 2x minus 7 is equal, plus 7 is equal to 0. We'd subtract 7. We'll have 2x is equal to negative 7. We'll divide by 2. Divide by 2, x is equal to negative 7 halves. Now, because length must be positive, we know that the only answer that would work in this particular case is where x is equal to 5. So what are the lengths of the sides? So we're going to say since length cannot be negative, x must be positive 5. So one side, x minus 4, is going to be 5 minus 4, which is equal to 1. And then the other side, 2x plus 5 is going to be 2 times 5 plus 5, which is equal to 15. So the width we can say is 1, and length is equal to 15. So our solution is x width is equal to 1 and length is equal to 15. That's a long problem, but it takes a lot of stamina to be able to do this.